New ice cream on the scene today. So I had a guy that, I think he's okay with me saying his name. I'll make sure before I post this, but his name's Dale Golden. You can find him on Instagram at PRSPlayer24. PRSPlayer24, of course, I'll tag him in this post as long as he allows. Nonetheless, we've been talking for God knows how long, but he's been a follower of mine. I appreciate the support. And he started making ice cream on his own. I think he's been doing it a while now, but it's gotten serious, a lot serious lately. And he decided he's going to ship some out. I thought it was some. Next thing I know, I get a pack and I receive 14 pints. Never received that much before. As far as I guess I should say non-company, like a non-brand shipment. And on top of that, look at this. Beautiful descriptions. 2 pages because there's so many. But, I mean, this is a lot of work. I truly appreciate it because half the time I'm having to reach back out to people. What's the description of this? What's the description of that? This saves me a lot of trouble. Not to mention, he took the time to put this together. It's beautiful. I truly appreciate it. So, long story short, this is his brand right now. I'm sure it's going to change. At least he told me it'll probably change if he ever gets serious with the ice cream. But his name's Dale, so he's calling himself Chef Boyardale. I think it's a name that's been in the family for a while now. It's a nickname of his. But this sticker, basically, he started making hot sauces first. And then he got into ice cream. So he's a hot sauce connoisseur too, which is really cool. So this was his sticker for his own hot sauces, but why not put it on your ice cream? But don't take that as the brand of the name of his company or whatnot. He's still in his kitchen making. He will eventually hope to flirt with shipping out some pints. But for now, why not use the sticker? So first, since it's that time of year, we're getting into Minter Memories, which, you all know it's Minter. This is a super dark chocolate base that borders on too dark. And it's made with a homemade peppermint fluff swirl, chunks of Lindt peppermint cookie truffles, and get this, dark chocolate covered pretzel, candy cane JoJo's crushed candy cane crunch clusters. That's all one like cluster. Anyways, we'll get into all that later, shortly here. So, I believe mint and chocolate is one of the best combinations in the game, if not the best combination in the game. So I'm excited for this. Let's dig in and see what we have as a first pint review from this guy. Hey. 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 Look at this guy down here. Hey. Hey, what's wrong? Hey. Hey. Say hey. You're such a mess. You want food, don't you little beggar? He's upset because, and I don't even know if y'all can hear, we're actually getting a roof on our house today. So I apologize if there's any background noise. I think I'm in a good spot and it's the right time to do it, but anyways, Teddy's been out. He's looking out the window now, but he's been out there with them, probably having a ball, but I'm keeping them in for now, so we'll see. New brand, so we gotta talk quality. And it's not the densest of ice creams, but it is more premium than many other brands I've had. And it tempers, I guess I'm gonna say strangely well. So like, it is creamy, but I'll come across the occasional spot that's, I guess it's like more firm, like it's not tempered at all. Like, almost like a thicker gumminess. It's not gummy though. It's really hard to explain. So a slight inconsistency in the base here. Not a huge deal at all, but it could be better. And I guess only time will tell with future scoops. We've got 14 to get into. So only time will tell, if this is an ongoing issue. Super dark chocolate ice cream that's borderline too dark. And I hate to say it, but no way. Yes. It is dark, but there's plenty of sweetness here. And props to using some big name chocolates in this base though. We have Boyardale, Lindt, Montezuma, and Valrhona. Pronunciation maybe. By the way, there's one gal calling me out on Cafe Pana Pack Part 1 Stracciatella pronunciation, which I think is right anyway. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments, but I think she runs a company or a creamery in LA. If so, let's get your product on the feed. Send me some shipment. Let's chat. Let's get something going here. But sorry for calling you out. I just had to. Like, I'm just a Southern guy, Southern accent. I'm here to let you know about the ice cream. Yes, I try. I always try to Google pronunciations if I'm unaware. Sometimes they just don't come out right. Nonetheless, sorry for the rant. In the end, this is a very good chocolate ice cream, and with dark properties, with dark chocolate properties. Think bitterness, bold, but it's still sweet. At least sweeter than calling this a borderline too dark chocolate. Peppermint Fluff Swirl might actually be a first for me. I'm pretty sure it is. I can't recall one, but it was a lot more present at the top. We're kind of dwindling here near the bottom, but you can see a little bit here. It's light and gooey, much like actual fluff, and it's fantastic. It's not overly minty or toothpastey, as some of you folks might say. And even though peppermint is sweet, it actually helps to cut some of that marshmallow sweetness. Nonetheless, it's a good pairing for the more bitter chocolate base. Now we're stepping into some pretty crazy mix-ins. We're gonna start with the Lindt Peppermint Cookie Truffles, which are a seasonal item that are very good, but basically it's a peppermint cookie, think like a Oreo wafer type cookie, surrounded in a thick chocolate shell. And I think you can find them at most grocery stores, CVS, Walgreens, you know, things like that too. But they aren't overly noticeable here because we're already dealing with a pretty strong chocolate base and a strong mint, a stronger mint, and the marshmallow fluff. I'm trying to show you this without falling off the spoon. Careful maneuvering here. But you can see a whole truffle broken up right there. And what's best about it is not necessarily its flavor, because like I said, it's kind of masked here, it blends in, but it's the light, like crispy bite from the chocolate cookies within that chocolate shell. The next mix-in, I think it's just a little over the top. I think it's just a little too much. And I love mix-ins. But like I said in the intro, we're gonna cover this again. It's a dark chocolate covered pretzel / candy cane JoJo, which is a Trader Joe's Oreo, by the way, with peppermint, / crushed candy cane crunch clusters. Pretzels, candy cane JoJo's, candy cane crunch clusters. It's a lot going on. Look, the only thing I really notice as far as a textural bite is the pretzels and I'm gonna say the thicker chocolate shell, the chocolate covering them. You know, it's kind of melts in your mouth but chewy. But the pretzels are very hit and miss. You can see a whole cluster here. I can't turn it, they're gonna fall right off my spoon. But let's say most of the pretzels are fine, perfect crunchy bite, but there's some that have been exposed to the ice cream and they're, stale like chewy. Believe what you want, but, and this might be the most impressive part of this entire pint, the pretzels are full of flavor. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to taste it between the, the bold dark chocolate and the peppermint. But man, it stands right out. It plays into it perfectly. I'm still mind blown. As for the rest of it, like the dark chocolate coating, the chocolate, the JoJo's, they just blend into that mint chocolate, base and fluff even more. It just builds on the flavor. I might get the occasional burst of like a extra sweet candy cane from these, but nothing that's gonna sway the pint either way. Just know the pretzel somehow works tremendously well in these clusters. I love the creativity and thoughtfulness of this ice cream, but I do think it's a little much. Like it's just a ton of extra mix-ins. Like all we really needed was the chocolate base, the peppermint fluff swirl, and those killer pretzels. Job well done on that. But the rest is just, it's redundant. It doesn't necessarily hurt the pint, but it sure doesn't help it either. It's just unnecessary. Nonetheless, this is a solid first scoop from someone just making ice cream in their own kitchen. And it has me very excited to see what other unique flavors we will scoop in the future. 8 out of 10.